Hi everyone, this is a short video on how to do your journal entries for this course. So journal entries are 500 word short, basically similar to a short essay. You want to have an introductory paragraph and a concluding paragraph, or if you'd rather, you can have a couple of introductory sentences to your first paragraph. It is a short piece, so with 250 words per page, you're looking at a couple of double-spaced pages, and so you should probably do between 2 and 4 paragraphs in that time. So you can either have a short introduction and a short conclusion, and then say 2 middle paragraphs, or you can just add a couple of introductory sentences to your first paragraph and a couple of concluding ones to your last paragraph, and maybe only have 2 paragraphs. It should have some structure though, so think about the structure and about including those introductory sentences and concluding sentences or paragraphs. You will want to talk about, basically my questions on the journal entries are about specific things with regard to the story that you're working on or the work of literature that you're working on. So I might ask you to speak about character, and then maybe perhaps you want to take one character and look at how an aspect of that character or various aspects of that character are developed, and maybe you have 2 different paragraphs on 2 different ways that that character is developed. You might want to talk about theme, so you might choose a theme and talk about 2 or 3 ways that that theme is developed in the text. You could talk about narrative voice, about form, so something, a kind of formal element generally of the text that I'll ask you to talk about. And it's basically a close reading or close analysis of the text. You can quote from the text if you wish. You should definitely be either quoting or paraphrasing, so making some evidence to support the points that you're making. And you can include a very short works cited at the end with the work that you are analyzing in the text. Journal entries generally don't involve research, and some people kind of mistake journal entries for being almost like diaries, about personal experience in relation to the story. That's not really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for more of a formal analysis of the story, although something focused on kind of a small aspect of the text. And you can absolutely use your journal entries to kind of start thinking about some of the things that you might want to talk about in a larger essay. And so then when it comes time to write the essay, you would be expanding, rewriting and expanding what you worked on in the journal entry to fit into kind of a larger thesis statement for your essay. So I do give specific instructions on the journal entries for each of the journal entries that you'll be required to do for the course, so make sure to read those carefully. And 500 words, a short formal analysis of the text. Although as I say, it's not a free write, it's not a diary entry or anything like that. I don't really want you to go on and on about personal experience. It really is about the text that you're analyzing. At the same time, I think you can play with these a little bit more than you could in like a longer, more sustained essay that is worth more of your grade. So you can use the I, you can use first person narration and say I will argue, or I believe, or this is what I think of the story. You can do that. You can kind of play a little bit more and try to develop your own academic voice within the journal entry. So I hope this gives you a few tips on the journal entry. As I said, there's instructions in the module for you to follow. And as always, please feel free to ask me if you have any questions. Thank you.